Today we got a good one. Oh, no, no. Status. Status is a big deal for a lot of people in today's world. A lot of times we put status on privilege, and just based off my status, you should be privileged for having the opportunity to talk to me because I'm so up here, you're so down here. And it's like this element of power, right? And so let's talk about my man Jonathan Owens and Simone Biles. He got on an interview and was like, he's the catch. He felt like he was the catch. She should be lucky that she had the opportunity to get with me rather than I should be lucky to have the opportunity to get with her. And then people was like, yo, what are you talking about? The opportunity, and you should be lucky you had the opportunity to get with her. Like, she's the catch. She's the catch. You should be privileged. You should be honored that you have the opportunity to talk to this woman because without her, you would just be some average Joe. And that stung a little bit because we put so much on status. What status are you bringing? What do you bring to the table? What value do you bring to the table? And I guess these two individuals, lovely individuals, by the way, they met off a professional online dating app and they matched. And technically, when they swiped at each other and they swiped on each other and Simone Biles messaged him first. She took the initiative. Most women don't take that initiative and take the chance to talk to men that they are interested in. Some of them don't. Some of them would lose out on opportunities and wait for a man to take the shot or jump the leap of faith or do the leap of faith and say something, but they never do because sometimes us being afraid of being rejected or may not be ready. And he made up a good point too that we'll talk about later. He was talking about, I'm young. I'm not ready to settle down. You know what I'm saying? I just got in the league. I'm not trying to get tied down. And then it ended up working out. And he said, and there could be some truth to this. He was like, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know how big she was on a magnitude. I don't follow gymnastics. See, this is the thing that celebrities have a hard time being like buying into or believing or understanding. Just because you're big and you're well known by a lot of people, there are people in this world who do not know you. And maybe Jonathan could have been telling the truth where he didn't know who Simone Biles was. And then he got to find out who she was when they went to a cookie joint in Houston and everybody and their mama was going crazy. And don't get me wrong, Simone Biles is historic. She is the standard in gymnastics. She is the one of the greatest gymnasts of all time. You know what I'm saying? So she's there. She's amazing. But see, we get so caught up in the accolades and what you've won and what you accomplished. Yes, those things are amazing and those things are a part of you. But again, family, they don't define who you are. See, what you are defined by is not by the accolades because, see, we get so caught up in the accolades sometimes when we see a person's character and then we try to compare the accolades to the character and say, how? I never thought that person would do this because they Pro Bowler, MVP, this and that and this and that. And then you see people commit suicide. You see people dealing with depression. You see people dealing with mental illnesses. You see people dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. And they try to figure out why. Why are you dealing with that stuff? Because they don't know the character of the individual. And so I want to get into this catch thing. What is the catch? What makes you the catch? What makes you the catch? Why are you the catch? Is the catch defined by your accolades, your how much money you make, your looks, what type of car or the materialistic things you have, or does the catch represents your personality, your core values, your character, how you carry yourself, how you treat other people? Or is it a little bit of both? You tell me in the comments right now before I dive into it. Is it a little bit of the both? Because in my opinion, I feel like what it really defines your like what a catch means to me is based on how you treat people, how you make people feel. That's a catch. How well, if we are talking or whatnot, I feel like the catch is not predicated on what you bring into the table, because then that already comes off if you're looking at it from the wrong mindset. Like, oh, I'm only with you because of who you are. No, I'm with you for not just who you are, but how you carry yourself. I can care less if you was Simone Biles. Because you can be Simone Biles and you can be a a-hole. You can be Simone Biles and you can be a stuck-up girl. You can be Simone Biles and you can have this demeanor about you where you think you're better than everybody because you're Simone Biles. And you put everything on people knowing who you are as Simone Biles, but not the real Simone Biles. The Simone Biles you are when no one's around, when you're in your room, when you're in the shower and you're thinking about your life, or when you're crying, or when you're thinking about real stuff. They don't see that Simone. They just see the Simone that's working. So I get to see that Simone. That's what Jonathan Owens get to see. That's a Simone. And if that person makes you feel a certain way, I feel like that's the catch. I feel like that's what makes an individual the catch, not about what you bring into the table. Those are part of the tangible things that are a part of you, but that's not the whole thing. Because at the end of the day, family, when they strip the gold medals, when they strip all these accolades, when they strip the history, all this stuff, who are you? Who are you? See, we put people on this pedestal about who they are and how they are recognized based off what they did. But we never really put people on pedestals for how they made people feel, for what they did for others, and the type of character they represent. You get what I'm saying? It's usually the accolades, then it's the character, right? Why can't it be the character than the accolades? I think, when it comes to this situation right here, I saw Uncle Shay Shay saying, like, man, how he not know? How he not know who some? He probably didn't, Unc. He probably didn't. Not everybody is into the limelight like that. Not everybody is caught up on who some. I'm telling you, it's a lot of folks that I may not be aware of that are famous. When people ask me, like, bro, how you? My bad. Like, I ain't in that genre. I'm not in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Simone Biles because she's been on TV. She's been everywhere. But really, if you don't really pay attention to the Olympics, if you don't really pay attention to all that stuff, you may heard of her name, but you may not really be all into it like that until you actually get to see it and be like, oh, it's really like that. It's different. It's different until you experience that, right? And so we get caught up in this catch phase. Like, why are all the time, sometimes it looks like the person with the most things that they're bringing to the table means that they the catch. Like, if you got the money, you got the materials, you got the resources, you got the looks, you're the catch. You should be lucky to date me because of what I got. And when we look at who they are, we're not looking at who they are. We're looking at who they are based off what they got. And that's a sad reality that we live in. And then we create this power structure to make your significant other feel less than because of them not having what you have. See, those things are amazing, but they don't matter if your character is awful. They don't matter if you got a bad personality. They don't matter if you don't make people feel good or feel good about themselves when they're around you. If you make people feel like crap. See, that money stuff is cool. It's cool. I get it. But the catch in any situation is not about what you have. The catch, in my opinion, in any situation is about who you are and how you treat people. So in this situation, maybe Jonathan is the catch. Maybe both of them the catch. But I get it. We like to put structures and put things in a like in context so we can understand it. So the catch in the world's view is what you have to bring to the table, who you are in this world. If you are a famous celebrity, if I date Jennifer Lopez, she's the catch. Not me, somebody who can probably make J Lo feel amazing. Yeah, she got the money, but that money stuff is cool. But I'm stimulating her mind in a different way somebody ain't been able to do. Why can't I be the catch? So she's only the catch about because of her resources, because of her name. You get what I'm saying? She has more to lose because of her name. Yeah, she probably do. She probably do. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, how are you going to be remembered for? Are you going to be remembered for your resources? Or are you going to be remembered for how you made people feel, how you impacted people, what you gave back to the world, how you left your imprint on the world? Or is it just based off how much money you made? You got to think about that yourself. But in my opinion, I truly feel like Jonathan could have been the catch. Simone liked what she said. She said, "Hey, I saw what I liked and I knew what I wanted, and she went to go get that thing. She went to go get that thing, family. She did. She messaged him, and then he messaged her, and then they started dating, and then boom, now they married, and I hope they work out. I really do. But see that conversation of who should feel lucky or you should be lucky mindset, that type of attitude is toxic behavior. It's toxic behavior that can create some power dynamics that can be impactful in your relationship that can prevent you and your partner from growing because you so focused on what you have, the resources you bring in, rather than the type of person you are. I can care less what the person bringing to the table. I get it. Equally yoked. You do want to make sure you equally yoked, but equally yoked is not based off your resources. I don't think so. I don't think it's based off your resources of how much bread you got and how many people know you. It's based off equally yoked. In my opinion, it's based off where you're at spiritually. Are you connected spiritually on the same level? Because y'all can be equally yoked and have different type of financial income, but y'all equally yoked because y'all spiritually on the same page. Y'all spiritually want the same thing. And y'all coming together to become one. It's not about who got this or who got that. At the end of the day, you or the other person are the catch. The relationship is the catch. Not the person, the relationship itself. That's the catch. That's what caught both of y'all. Y'all was two balls or two whatever objects, and the glove caught both of y'all. The relationship, that's what caught you. You got caught in the mix to create a beautiful thing. At the end of the day, y'all tell me what matters most for you. Is it the status or is it the character? The character or the status? Which one matters the most? What represents the catch in your book? I think the catch in my book is the relationship itself. I can care less about what you have and who you are and that aspect from the material aspect. I need to know what your heart is like. I need to know if we had a kid that my kid is going to be nurtured. I need to know that you have your priorities in line, that I can trust you. I need to know that you are loyal. I need to know these things. I can care less about how much bread you got in your bank account, because at the end of the day, you should be providing for yourself, not what they bring into the table. You ain't looking somebody to do for you. You look at somebody to help complement you, not what they can do for you. I don't want to, you shouldn't be dating in the mindset of what they can do for me, how they can elevate me from a material monetizement mindset. No, how you can elevate my mind in a way where I never thought about it when it comes to my emotional health, when it comes to my spiritual health, when it comes to my physical health. Yes, financially we can grow. You can teach me how to level up my finances, not by just you giving me money, by me teaching me how to make more money for myself. That's our problem. We looking for other people to do more to complete us at the end of the day. We looking for people to complete our lives. Your life should feel complete with or without them. And they add into your life will complement your life, not complete it. Sorry, it was getting a little. So at the end of the day, fam, they both the catch. Not Jonathan, not Simone. Their marriage is the catch. Their relationship is the catch. And I really do hope they work out. I really do. But I want folks to know at the end of the day, man, I don't care how famous you are, there's always somebody who don't know you, okay? And I get, it gets me crazy bothered. I'm not even bothered, but it just makes me want, like, it makes people got to know, like, yo, that's a humbling experience when somebody don't know you, okay? It's because you big time by a lot of people. Somebody don't know you. Just know that. Somebody don't know who you are. And when they don't know you, don't look at it like, wow, I can't believe you don't know. All right, bro. Well, let me educate you and let you know who that is. But at the end of the day, man, y'all let me know. Is it your status or your character that represents the catch? In my head, the catch itself is the relationship. That's the catch. But the one thing that matters more to me is your character. Your status always changes. You may have money, you may not. You may be celeb, you may not. Because there are going to be new kids that come up that don't know Simone, that don't know Jonathan Owens. But the thing that you can stand on is your character. That's what matters more to me. So, if somebody's coming into my life and they're adding to my life from a character point of view, I'm grateful. But at the end of the day, we in this together. We need to stop creating these toxic things that create these barriers for growth in relationship and these power dynamics based off you should be privileged. You should feel privileged. No, you should feel privileged to get to know me based off who I am as a person. Because not everybody have access to me. You should be honored to have access to my heart, not to my resources, not to what I can bring financially. No, what I can bring emotionally, what I can bring physically, what I can bring spiritually. Those are the things that you should feel honored to be a part of. And I should be honored too. Because we're two people complimenting each other. And it's nothing like a compliment situation. Complimentary situation. I don't even think that's the word, fam. But y'all let me know in the comments below. I didn't want to go too crazy. But I think that was a good topic because we create these toxic situations and these toxic kind of norms in relationships on who should feel more lucky. Who came up on who? Who's the come up? At the end of the day, y'all both bring different things to the relationship. So the come up itself, in my opinion, is the relationship. I'm not caught in how much bread you got. But I think what matters more is not the status. It's your character. Status always change, baby. Character should always remain. Your core. You should always get better, but your core should stay the same. Y'all let me know. Welcome to another edition of the Vibe Podcast. I've been enjoying myself doing this, man, connecting with you guys. I appreciate those who watch. And for those who don't, it's okay. It's just not your cup of tea yet. Maybe it'll be later. And if it never will, I still love you. It's your boy Beck. Have a blessed day. God first. Peace.